going to start this week's video with a little hot flush.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, Deb just seen me get out of the shower, so to be expected. Thought we'd go straight in, no foreplay. Beer review straight away. One from Woodford's Brewery. Didn't actually realise how new Woodford's Brewery is. Only been around since 1981. Burgold, this one. Now I've actually made this with a homebrew kit. Can you remember that one?
I recognised the name.
Yeah, but you won't recognise the taste because I don't know what I'd done wrong with the homebrew kit, and it didn't make me ill, but I've lost all track of where I was going then. Yeah, it tasted nothing like this. Our local pub would get it in occasionally, and the other time I've had it is at beer festivals, which has normally been in the middle of summer in a hot beer tent, and it's been sort of served quite warm. It's the first time I've had it in a bottle. 4.6%.
No, 4.3.
I haven't got my glasses on. 4.3%. This one, they use a mixture of American, Slovenian and British hops. Apparently there's notes of passion fruit and grapefruit in this with a citrusy aroma. It smells. Yeah, so it looks very nice. Oh, bloody hell. Excuse my French. You taste that, missus?
I used to have a thing with that.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a right nice pint. I had a feeling that was going to be
better cold as well, I think.
It tastes nothing like what I've made. Yeah.
Doesn't look like it.
No, I made 3 or 4 batches, all from various kits. They all tasted different, but there was always a weird homebrewy taste. I don't know what I was doing wrong, but no, this is a right nice pint. Do you want to speak about your gin?
No, it's just gin and tonic.
All right, that's enough of this. I only bought one as well. Yeah, so
we left the Lark. We'd come out of the Lark and turned left.
Yeah, port.
Yeah, whatever that is. And we've got like a week to kill till we can sort of moor at Cambridge and get.
Yeah, we've got a show booked in a week's time.
Yeah, in a week's time. So it is. My anxiety levels go a little bit because obviously you always worry whether you're actually going to get a mooring in the place that you actually want. Because
our life, or the lifestyle we lead and other boaters doing similar, is such a laid back life. We're no longer ruled by time and schedules, so when we do have
a schedule,
Deb gets a little bit highly strung.
Yeah, and it's just a worry.
So there's a week of planning and worrying for being there for that one night to catch that show.
Yeah.
But the first port of call is Ely, so we make aim for Ely.
Yeah.
Well, that's scuppered today's plans. Ely looks full. Well, everything worked out quite well in the end. Once we filled up with water, the boat that was actually here, we're now moored, they were then wanting to get water, so they moved back and we moved into the gap. So we've now got 48 hours in Ely.
As you can see, we found a mooring just by the park in Ely, which is a lovely spot.
So much. You'll see some footage of all the different moorings available. This end of Ely, we're straight onto the park, which is ideal for the dogs.
Yeah.
We're straight out into the park, and foot traffic, the path is probably 12 feet away from the boat.
And it's quieter, you know, you don't get as much, do you?
No. So
Traffic-wise.
them being quite reactive with other dogs and people going past, it's better for everybody, us being this end.
Yeah. Yeah, and we trekked off into town because I do like the chance to shop or look in shops, because obviously when you're a liveaboard, it's very rare you get to see shops, as in, you know, proper shops.
Yeah. The only time we normally go into towns is supermarkets.
Yeah, it's normally a Tesco's, a Sainsbury's, a Lidl's, an Aldi, or a Co-op.
Yeah.
You know, it's always just for food.
And,
so it was lovely.
If you're into your charity shops,
Oh yeah,
yeah. I don't know whether it is the High Street, one of the main streets up through nearly every other shop's a charity shop.
Yeah, yeah.
Which we went in, didn't buy anything. There was a nice pair of salmon. They weren't pink.
Dark.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
dark
A
salmon.
pinky salmony pair of trousers, John Rosher trousers. Any of you guys out there know your labels, decent ones, but I won't say what size they were, but they wouldn't have fitted me anyway.
Yeah. I did put him up. I mean, I've always
They said they were so many inches, which I might have been able to get into, but these wouldn't have even gone halfway.
I've always been told that they need to, when you've got them like that, they need to go halfway round. Then you've got a chance of them fitting. If they don't go halfway round, they're
I
not
get it
going to
on
fit
one
you.
hip and then the other side just past my belly button. So I don't think they'd have.
They weren't going to fit, no matter how
Yeah,
hard you
so,
tried.
And the other, right, if you've noticed the time has skipped a bit and the lighting levels may have changed, we might even be sat differently. Our glasses are definitely empty. We've had a technical glitch. We've been waffling on here for about 15 minutes. Or the last 15 minutes, unbeknown that the storage was full on my phone.
And it had stopped. But
Yes.
it didn't tell us. It didn't go,
No,
"Oh."
it didn't. No, well, the screen on my phone is facing away from us, so we didn't know. So we've now got a re-waffle about what we waffled about.
Yeah, yeah. So I think where it stopped.
Yeah, the trousers my pink trousers I was going to go buy didn't fit.
Yeah.
We got back to the boat.
Yeah, it was a lovely day. So we got the Kadak out. First time this year.
Yeah.
Had a lovely barbecue and a few bevies.
After I'd fixed the Kadak.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was broken. But Mark being Mark, because
Mark being tight managed. Managed to.
He's very good at fixing
fix
things.
it in a safe manner. Yeah, I've fixed a lot of things lately in a safe manner, haven't I? Yeah. Always important. Barbecue, danger of fire. You need plenty of fluids available, which went down very well.
Yeah, quite a few.
Yeah, didn't realise how. What's the term I'm looking for? How squiffy I was until I played the footage of us walking into town after the barbecue, and maybe you can tell by the my voice that I maybe had one or two. Where are we, Deborah?
We're walking along the park in Ely. No, stop. Pan down. You got to pan down.
I've got my DMs on, and she's.
I don't know what possessed him.
She's taking the mick that I'm wearing. Me.
He's got his
I've got
DMs on.
got my shorts on. I just phoned my DMs on
Yeah.
to walk the dogs, and I've kept them on ever since. Yeah. And, anyway,
He
we're
said,
going.
Let's go for a walk, Deb.
We're going down to the bar area. Where all the nightlife is. Not to join in, just to have a look, get a little bit of footage.
Especially me and my Crocs.
And a little bit unsteady on your feet.
No, because of in my Crocs.
Evs, Trevs.
Looks nice.
Now passing the Riverside Bar and Kitchen.
Yeah.
Didn't see anybody we knew.
God.
We just had a little crafty one at the Cutter Inn.
We did.
Yeah, now back to the boat. A few more. Deb's a little bit unsteady on her feet.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Let's have a look at this view. I'm going to turn the camera around. That's Ely waterfront by night.
Very exciting.
Yeah, absolutely dead, really. Considering it's a Friday night, it's now about 9:30. We came out at 9 o'clock, but it's the wind has dropped. It's been warm today, but very windy. As I found out with my barbecue, I was turning the sausages for half an hour. Very pleased with myself that I hadn't burnt them. Little did I know the barbecue had blown out. But hey ho, once I managed to light it, I did burn the sausages.
No, they were nice. Everything was lovely.
Well coloured, I think the term is well coloured.
Yeah, it was lovely.
Yeah, but hey ho. Yeah, we've always done Ely midweek.
Yes.
And always assumed it to be
busy.
Very busy. It's very dark now. Oh. I don't know whether there's a light. Is there a light? Can we put a light on? Just noticed the cathedral in the background.
Oh, look at that. Wow.
And it's all lit up. Wow. Now coming back to the boat.
Whoops.
Yeah, done our good deed for the day. Got a Black Prince narrowboat, hire boat berthed up against us. They come along yesterday evening, all the moorings were full, so they either had the option of the water point, which I advised them against, or berth up against us. We're both off today, our time's up, and they're now starting their week-long cruise. Right, we're now coming onto uncharted waters. That point there is the furthest point we've ever been on the River Great Ouse, and now heading down. Going to get fuel at the boatyard on the left hand side. Yeah, so always enjoy this. Uncharted waters. Busy today, lots of, I suppose they're still gongoozlers on a river, I don't know. Boatyard closes on a Saturday at 12:45, so I think it's just gone 12 o'clock, so we've got plenty of time to fuel up. Shouldn't be a great deal of fuel because we refueled at Fox's Marina before we left, so put the camera down and concentrate on what I'm doing. Well, there's the Cutter Inn behind where we went last night. It's a lot busier there today. Saturday, very warm, and everybody's out enjoying themselves, which is great. Deb has decided not to join me. She said her pink tasks are much more important. So she's inside doing her housework. I'm sure she'll be out shortly. Just behind me there was Bridge Boatyard. Got their own private boats, and they also are a base for the Black Prince boats, and that was where the Black Prince boat came from that moored up, berthed up with us last night. So, as I said about the fuel, when we'd filled up with fuel at Fox's Marina in March, the middle levels, I think that was 195 a litre there, so we'd filled her right up. Deb always keeps a good record, a manual record of hours that the engine's running. So if we put it on at 12 o'clock and we turn off at 4, Deb will write 4 hours in the diary. If the heating's on, and we press the central heating for either hot water or just to put a little bit of heat in the boat, that's usually at a half hour at a time.
Yeah, I always write down that as well.
You'd logged it that the engine had been running 21 hours, heating had been on for 5 hours. So that was 26 hours running, filled up, and we put 21 litres in.
Yeah, just over 21 litres.
Yeah, so we're not even using a litre per hour.
Yeah.
I think it's working out at about 0.83, which is quite good.
Yeah, very good.
Questions like that always come up on the narrowboat pages on Facebook. What is the average? People work on round about the litre per hour, but that totally depends on your boat, size of your engine, age of your engine, how you're cruising, are you into the current on rivers or tick over on canals. So there's so many variables there. But we, luckily for us, me being a tightwad,
he was happy.
Only using and the diesel there was 155 a litre. So
yes, it was.
Double whammy there.
Yeah.
Second hot flush. This could be the third or fourth. So I think there was a couple that wasn't filmed when the camera stopped.
I do apologise.
Got a sticky up bit of hair.
Where we're heading to, Deb?
We're heading towards Cambridge. We passed one mooring up there, EA mooring, but it had too many boats on it, so we're going ahead. But we've got to go through Bottisham Lock.
Bottisham Lock, and I think that's where the EA waters end, and it's then the beginning of the Cam Conservators waters. They're trying to time our arrival for Cambridge for Wednesday, Thursday. If we can get moored there, they're only going to be 48-hour moorings. We've got a shoal booked at the Corn Exchange on the 19th, which is Thursday. So if we can get in there, brilliant. If not, the other plan is there's some moorings at Waterbeach, which is about a 5-minute train ride in. So if we can get the moorings at Waterbeach, we'll catch the train into Cambridge. It's an evening show, 7:30. It should finish about 10, and then 10:30, 11 o'clock train back.
But fingers crossed we can get right in to Cambridge and we won't have to do that.
Yes, got Burwell Load to the left and Cambridge to the right, and we're heading down to Cambridge. So we're in Bottisham Lock. Had a little bit of a wait, had a big wide beam trying to get in, and there's a horrendous crosswind at the moment, so they had a couple of attempts, but we're all in. Only about 3 or 4 foot rise, and then on to Waterbeach. And that was the yacht we saw going up and down yesterday, I believe. Or was it that one? Or was it that one? Was it that one? Yeah, so if there's anybody at the Cambridge Yachting Club wants to teach me how to sail, jibe and all the terms, it'd be nice to have a go. I shouldn't comment like this. I once mentioned about wanting to fly, and some kind gentleman offered to take me and Deb up in his little plane, but Deb bottled it, so, and I weren't allowed to go on my own, so hey ho, never mind.
Hive.
Clay Hive.
I think.
Yeah, and they're at the opposite end of Waterbeach, nearer to Cambridge, and it's obviously nearer to the train station.
So we're going to do a recce.
Might even do a recce into Cambridge on the train. I also need to pick up some, I need to order some of Bonnie's special dog food. £69 for a 12 kilo bag, but it's kept her digestive and pancreas problem in order. I have to order that from Pets at Home, so I've got to see where Pets at Home is in Cambridge, get that ordered, and then either go in on my bike or go in on the train to get that. Yeah, my little fold-up bike, I've had 15 kilo bags of food on the back.
You have,
I've
yeah.
had a barbecue and a gas bottle, yeah. As long as they're all bungeed and strapped on well, we're okay.
It's not good if it gets a wobble on.
Yeah, if I get a wobble on, which normally only happens after 7 o'clock, if you know what I mean. Right, I've just seen these, which I believe is visitor moorings, which are being visited by big workboats, so that's not an option. Luckily, we just managed to squeeze in over there.
Just do it relatively. Like the split slides.
Yeah, give it everything you've got now. 10 strokes to the bridge. Empty the tank. Empty. Empty. Boys, last five.
Well, I was waiting for Debbie to come up and join me, but it seems... Oh, she's here. Speak of the devil. I better not say what I was going to say. I'll get in trouble. Where have we just left?
We have just left Clayhive in Waterbeach, the other end of Waterbeach from where we were before,
Yeah.
and we're on our way now to Bates Bite.
Yeah.
There's some funny names.
Yeah, Bates Bite. Gober moorings.
Yes.
And from where we need to get at the end of the navigation in Cambridge, you've only got 3 moorings. You've got Bates Bite, you've got one that I can't remember, Fort William and Jesus Lock. Yeah, so if we can split it between those 3, we should be good for our show at the Corn Exchange.
My anxiety levels are a little bit on the thing now, because obviously it's close to the time, and just wondering whether we will get a space.
Yeah.
But
and depending on how I edit the video, you've either seen the rowers or you will see the rowers, but we've been advised to
stay to the right,
keep as right as you can, because when those rowboats come through, those big hunky men,
they do row very, very fast.
Deb was up at the window for about 6 hours last night.
It was.
All right, four. Yeah, so I think they even shout at you to get out of the way, but hey ho, it's Cambridge. Our boys need to do it to beat the Oxford boys, so good luck to them. So we've got to Bates Bite Lock. The lock is full with the guillotine open, so Deb's now going to close the guillotine and she'll come down to the V-gates this end, open the slackers as they're called on here and not paddles, drain the water out, open the V-gates, and then we can go in. Really confused with the moorings here, because everywhere it says no moorings and all you can see is moored boats. So if you're a Cambridge boater, do you just ignore the no mooring sign and moor? I don't know. I don't want to fall foul of the local authorities, but would like to find somewhere to moor. And these are all on the edge of parks, so quite nice moorings would be going for walks with the dogs. So hopefully just past that cream boat are the visitor moorings. There at the bottom, let me zoom in, there's Jesus Lock, which we can't go through because you've got all the punts now out this time of year. So this is it, this is as far as we can go.
Yeah, so it was a really quiet mooring.
Apart from the early morning call with the rowers.
Yeah.
Yeah, the same as what we had at
Clayhithe.
at Water Beach.
Yeah.
The moorings there, and that was where that footage I showed you of the hunky rowers, that was there, and they'd come down there in the evening and again 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
I think in Cambridge that wasn't until around about 7 o'clock
In the morning,
they came down
yeah.
at the bottom.
But the little person that sits there with the speaker thing on, boy oh boy, she's mean.
Barking her orders out at them. Yeah.
Man, does she scream
Yeah.
at them. But it's to wind them up, to get them to row quicker.
Yeah, and
you know.
I didn't really appreciate just how fast those boats go.
And the boat, when,
Yeah.
when they went
Yeah,
past.
so
Rocks.
obviously the speed limit on those rivers doesn't apply to rowers,
No,
only
obviously
to
not.
powered vessels. But we need the old Cambridge boys to, I think Oxford, did Oxford win it this year?
I can't remember.
I'm not 100% sure. I think it was round, I did write it down somewhere, 1829. They started the Cambridge-Oxford boat race, and I think it became an annual thing around about 1856. Since then, Oxford have won it 81 times and Cambridge 85. So 81, 85. So a difference of 4 out of 166 races.
Yeah.
There's just a difference of 4. So close call all the time. But the effort those guys put in into the training and
the women as well.
the women do
it as well.
I should have really got the statistics for the women up.
Yeah.
If I don't do that, I'm coming across a little bit sexist, isn't it? So I'm bound to offend somebody. So I'll put the women's stats. It's going to come across. What does it come across that way? I'm not sure, but here's the women's stats, and I'm sure. Well, I know they train just as hard as the men because we see the women come past.
Yeah.
Just trying to think if there's anything else we haven't covered. Oh, this week's new patron. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you so much.
Not sure of your name. I don't know, his tag, his handle comes
Or
up.
her.
Comes up as baby, but small b, capital A-B-Y. So is it baby or is it B Abby? I don't know, but whatever you call yourself, thank you
so
very
much.
much. And I hope I managed to answer some of your electrical questions, but feel free to ask more. And as always, just a big thank you to everybody else
so
for
much.
your continued support.
Yeah.
That must be it again.
I think so.
Yeah, this is it for the second time for us. First time for you, but second time for us. So if you enjoyed this little video,
Press the like button.
if you haven't already subscribed,
Press the subscribe button.
want future notifications of any videos we upload,
The bell
and
icon.
keep the comments coming.
Yeah. Love your comments.
Yeah, and we, as I said before, try to answer all the comments.
Yeah.
Sometimes some get lost in the loop,
And we apologise for that.
And some turn up in a few months' time, some don't. But
Yeah.
that's cricket. Yeah, we'll see you all next time.
Yeah. Bye.